Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and I'm back. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who support Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I appreciate it. Shout out to my brother Darren on the check-in. Who just tuning in. Do me a favor and smash that like button. We will begin in a moment. Man, it's good, man. It's much better. Appreciate that, Darren. Shout out to Rain and Woman. Good morning. Shout out to everybody, man. How was everybody weekend? Hope all was well. Hope everybody enjoyed themselves, you know. But we gonna take things in another direction today. Good morning once again, Rain and Woman. I appreciate you. Good morning to my sis, Poetic Cows. Shout out to you. But yeah, we gonna take things in a whole nother direction this morning. And I never really spoke like this on my channel, but I think I'm gonna start. So, like I said, I appreciate all the support. Much love to y'all, and we gonna get into it. You know, who are you living for? You know, in the grand scheme of things, I always try to reflect on who are we all doing this for? Our whole existence, the purpose of it. Did we create our own purpose, or was our purpose manufactured by something or by someone? Do our wants and desires, are these things natural, or are they manufactured? Are they predetermined decisions and choices that somebody made up for us? I think about this. Who are you really living for? Are you really living for you? All the things that you do in your life, is it really because you really want to do it? Or do you do it because there was a narrative that was told to you from when you were a child by your parents that the things that you're doing is will cater to what you want in the end. It is your means to your end goal. But is that really true? If you do all the things that they tell you to do, in the end, do you get that desired goal? Do you really get what you want in the end? Is that what you really want? You know? So who are you really living for? Who are you living for? Are you really living for you? And how do you know? How many of us actually questioned that before? How many of us ever questioned that? Because some of us may think like, man, I'ma just do what it is I'ma do, and you know, live however life comes to me, and it is what it is. I appreciate you, fam. Thanks for tuning in. But do you ever question life? The way life, the way everybody's going in life, this rat race. Do you ever question that shit? Do you ever say, what if we're all chasing an illusion? You ever thought about that? When I was young, growing up, I used to I used to feel like I was living in a dream. Like really, I used to feel like I was living in a dream. And as I got older, I used to question myself like, what if all this shit is a dream? Like this whole existence is a dream. And what if reality is when you die? What if that's reality? What if the true reality is death? When you die is when you really are alive. But this shit is a dream. And when I just did the chop up at the round table, good morning, Rising Star. Look, I just spoke JT up. Shout out to my brother JT. Omega Dreads, I appreciate you. And I talked about how um what I liked about Bobby Hemmett. And I spoke about the occult. And I spoke about how the occult is nothing but the hidden aspect of self, the hidden aspects of life. And this is what these types of questions is what led me into looking more into that information. When you begin to question your existence and not what you're here to do personally, but when you begin to question the existence of this plane, this life, this rat race that's been going on forever and ever. Do you ever think about what Earth will look like 50, 100 years after you're dead? I think about shit like that. How would the world look when my great 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 grandkids are living? Because when I was young, I always had visions of how streets would look in the 1920s and the 1800s and stuff like that. You know? So who are you really living for? Are all the things you accomplishing in life, is it really gonna make you happy when you get it? Are you really aiming for the things in life that you truly want? What is it that you truly want? Do you know? See, a lot of people want to accumulate things because they want to impress other people. They want to be able to tell other people that they have shit that the other people don't have. That's why people want to be rich, have their own businesses and shit like that. So they could be able to say, "Oh, I got some shit you don't have. I drive some shit you don't drive." You know? And when you see the majority of people who accumulate things and they begin to develop that type of personality, that shows that people are actually not living for themselves. They're actually living to shit on and impress other people. This is why I named this stream this morning, are you li- who are you living for? Who are you living for? Who are you doing all this shit for? Is it really for you? Or is it for you to wear it as a badge to say, look what I've done? Cause see, what I understand from my understanding is, and this is just my perspective, success is success is for other people, is for what other people see. Success is when you accomplish things for the world to recognize. That's success. But does success really matter to you if people's opinions didn't matter? Would you really be going hard and trying to be as successful as you can to show the world that you've done something if nobody gave a fuck? What if nobody gave a fuck what you done? What if everybody lived their life like that? Nobody gave a fuck what you accomplished. Okay, you built the Eiffel Tower. Good. Now we have the Eiffel Tower. Next, okay, you built the pyramids. Good. Okay, you built Microsoft. Okay, next. What if everybody what if that's how life went? Would people really be in this rat race, stepping on each other to get over, manipulating, lying, misleading people? If that shit didn't matter, would people really be doing that? Think about that. See, because a lot of motherfuckers say they keep it real, but are you really keeping it real? Because certain shit, a lot of people leave out. But that's cool, because that's why I'm here. But if the opinions of other people didn't matter, I don't think people will focus on being successful. Because success is for what other people see. Excellence is for yourself. Excellence is within yourself. That's dealing with things that you accomplish for you. And that could be whatever. If other people's opinions didn't matter on how you live, how you look, your social status, if none of that shit mattered to other people, it wouldn't matter to you. And that's just the truth. People only value other people's opinions because it's another person's opinion. And people care about what other people think about them. People care about that. Most people say that they don't care, but people care. People care. People, they do. Nobody wants to look like a piece of shit in another person's eyes. So people care about other people's opinions. This is why today you see so much of the attention whoring that's going on. You have a lot of social media have shown me how much attention whores people are. Social media has shown me the dysfunction in people. It shows me the neglect, the abandonment of people. Because people want so much attention from other people. They value the opinions of other people so much that they're willing to share their whole life, every goddamn step of the way, with other people that they don't even know if they care or not. And these are people who are not living for themselves. And they don't even realize it. They don't even realize that they're not living for themselves. They're living for other people. The attention whoring is real. So are you really, who are you really living for? Because if that group of people over there, if they don't approve of what you say and what you do, if their opinion is predicated on what you say and what you do, then they're your puppet master. You're a puppet. And this is the majority of people in society. Their motives and actions is based on the opinions of other people. They're living up to other people's expectations. Hence why you have so many people in the world with money who are not happy. Because they got the money for acceptance from the world. You cannot buy acceptance from yourself. You can't pay for that shit. And you have people who are in a rat race to become that type of person. I'm not chasing to be a rich, lonely motherfucker. I'm not doing that. I'm not running to be successful and miserable. Deep down inside, I have unresolved issues. But I'm successful on the outside. In the outside world, I drive a Benz, I drive a Beamer or a Bentley. I got a nice fucking house. I'm successful to the naked eye, to the average Joe. But I'm not fucking happy. And I know I'm not happy. So who are you living for? When are you gonna get to the part of you not being happy? Who are you living for? See? Shout out to my brother Black Worlds. Good morning to Ty Brown. So let's begin to think about that. See, we gotta stop being afraid to ask questions. We have to stop being afraid to ask questions. We have to question things. See, they taught us black people were taught asking questions or asking too many questions make you look incompetent. But they teach other races of kids when you ask questions is a sign of intelligence. And that's what it truly is. People who question things are people who are seeking answers in their mind. If you're asking questions, that means you are a seeker of knowledge. Hence why people read. People who ask questions are people who are gonna read shit because they want to find out the damn answer. So asking questions don't make you dumb. This is why I tell my kids, my children, never be afraid to ask a question. If you don't know something, say you don't know it. Asking questions make you intelligent. It don't make you dumb. So begin to question life. Begin to question your life. What is it? What is it that I really want? Do I want money or do I want peace? Will money help me gather peace or help me obtain peace? Of course, money will help you live more comfortable. So then you begin to evaluate how much money you may need to live in a peaceful environment, to have enough money to continue to live peaceful. So now you have a purpose. So now you're not entering the rat race and you're not stepping over people to get to where you want to be. Because overall, you just want peace. So you're going to come, you're going to get your peace, you're going to get what you need to get what you ultimately want, and you good. Could you imagine how the world would be if people lived like that? The world will be in a lot more order. You won't have the crab in the barrel mentality. But of course, this is wishful thinking. Because of course, this is not how the world is made up. But it's okay to question who you're living for. It's okay to ask who reality you're living. Because this reality that everybody live is a reality that was manufactured. This is not a reality we created for ourselves. This is a reality that was here already before we was fucking born. And every couple of years they update the program. And with technology, they could shape and bend and mold the reality any which way. And they could change it whenever they're ready. And we must adapt. Why do you think we're adopting to technology? We're falling in line with social media. This shit is on autopilot. And it's hard for people to have their own thoughts. And when you're in a manufactured reality. The only way you can have your own thoughts and live your own reality within this matrix is if you throw it all away in your mind. You can't subscribe to none of this shit. Like in the Bible where it says, live in the world but not be of it. You can't be of the matrix. You can't be an agent. You just gotta live in this motherfucker till you die. Cause that's your only way out. That's our only true way out this shit is death. Ain't no other way out. Only way you could keep your sanity is to denounce all this shit. You gotta denounce the program. If you look at all the espionage movies, that's why I love espionage movies. What do you think it's about? These government agents and plants that they got in society. What happens in the movie? They denounce the program. That's what the whole Born Identity was about. That whole series. They programmed him and gave him a manufactured reality. He was living a reality that wasn't his own. And when he realized it, he denounced the program and they tried to kill his ass. See? He wasn't living for himself. He was living off of a program that was created for him. And everything that he did in his life was predestined for him. They showed you that in the movie The Adjustment Bureau. Good morning, Monica. They showed you that in the movie The Adjustment Bureau. When Matt Damon and the woman found out that their life was predetermined for them. They were destined to meet each other, everything that happened to them. It was all a program. And the way they beat the program was by doing something other than what the program told them to do. Because the program wanted them to be apart. So what they did was they came together. Sounds familiar, black people? So who are you really living for? Who are we living for? As a people. Because we're all programmed. All of us. We all are. We all are. What do you think white supremacy is? It's a fucking program. This is from the time I've been on YouTube. Anybody who knows me, I've said white supremacy is a mindset. It is a program that they program white people with to think that they're superior to anybody else walking the fucking earth. It's a program. They could shut that shit down when they ready to. We can't stop white supremacy because we didn't fucking create it. We didn't create that shit. That was a program. That they used to program white people. Just like they have a program for us. Everyone has a program. And they're just sitting back. The real sharks, they're just sitting back, you know, just watching their subjects just run around, you know. And they just play with us. You know, they just do shit when they ready, you know. See, we really gotta begin to question shit. When you question shit, then you'll be able to say, you begin to look at things from a bird's eye view. You know, you don't look at shit the way you are told to look at it. Most of our parents was taught go to work, wake up, go to work, come home, mind your business. See, every generation was on a specific program, you know. Just like now, there's a program. The program is called drill music, trap music. I grew up on more of the trap music. The generation now is growing up on drill music, punk rock, punk rap. I grew up on trap music where they made it cool to be the drug dealer. Now it's cool to be the drug user. These are programs. Hence why in the streets there's more psychiatric drugs for people to buy. See, when I was a teenager, you know, dudes in the streets was selling crack and heroin and coke. It started with the e-pills. Then after our generation, that's when the Molly came. Now you got Xanax, Adderall, Percocets. This shit is in the streets now because it helps keep the program going with the music, with the lean. It's a program. It's all a program. This shit is manufactured. It's given to us. It's given to us. And guess what? For the most part, people are going to take it. Because, like I said, the only way to get out this shit is if you die. You can't buy your way out. You can't pray your way out. This shit is here. Ain't nothing we can do about this shit. Only way out mentally is to give all this shit back. Denounce it. Don't follow no trends. Live your life according to you. So if you ain't got no flat screens in your house, oh well, motherfuckers won't come to your house because your house ain't entertaining enough. Oh well. That's how you gotta live. Ain't no entertainment. You ain't got Wi-Fi. You don't have the internet in your house. You don't have cable. You got to give all this shit back. Am I telling you go live outside? No, I ain't saying that. I ain't gonna tell you, oh, you go live off the grid and go make a campfire. I ain't saying that shit. I ain't saying that bullshit. But you gotta denounce this shit. You have to. And that's the hardest motherfucking thing to do. That's the hardest thing to do. To give all this shit back. That's why white supremacy is rushing to destruction. Lunar electricity has them manifest destiny towards the stars. Yeah, that shit is falling, Omega. Good morning, chocolate. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. That shit is but see, it's dying because people are starting to realize that that shit is nothing but a program. And that program could be erased. Just like the Black Power program got erased. Pay attention, y'all. If we look at each other as computers and everything that we read and that the information from all the errors gets put into our what? Into our memory. So all of this shit is a program if we're all computers. So they erased the Black Power program. Civil rights, all that shit was a program. They deleted it when they was ready. They deleted it. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to erase any remnants of it. Because if we're computers, when we give birth to children, the memory that was stored is in our DNA is transferred into our children. So all the information that you take in while you're here, that shit goes into your children when you have children. This is why they say be careful who you have children with. Don't just have children with anybody. This is also another reason because of information transfer, energy. That's why you gotta watch who you have kids by. Because you don't know what the fuck you putting into your memory bank. You don't know what you putting onto your motherboard. You don't know what programs you're downloading. You may be downloading a motherfucking virus. You may be downloading corrupt files. Gotta choose better. On both sides of the spectrum, you gotta choose better. I agree with that. Exactly. Spirit transfer, energies. That's why you got to be careful. Because sometimes you can take on another person's energy and that shit can consume you. And you can be living under the control of a person for years and years. Hence why you have, you know, rebound relationships. See, the rebound is the relationship you get into to try to hide what you didn't get over. But you got to get over that shit. Because you don't know if that person done got over you. And if they got over you, but you didn't get over them, they're controlling your life. And if you've had sex with them, if you've had children with them, if you've been married to them, they're gonna always have a connection to you. This is why you have to make peace within yourself with people. Because they can control your life. And then you will not be living for yourself. And then you'll be asking yourself, who am I? Who am I living for at 50, 60 years old? You'll be asking yourself this question. Who am I? Who am I living for? Because you've let a relationship, a person you couldn't let go within yourself. Really, what you have to do is forgive yourself. Let that shit go. Because you don't want to bring that energy onto anyone else. Because you can. You can put that dead weight onto someone else. And stress out and have your partner go into depression. You don't even know why your partner is getting sick and dying around you. And it's because of you. Because people don't understand when they're laying their burdens on other people. Some people don't see that shit. Some people don't see that they're letting their past control and guide them throughout life. It's dragging them, it's dragging them through life. You letting that shit drag you. Like the shit is dragging you down a bumpy ass road. You hitting rocks, you getting dirt in your mouth, you eating ants. And it's because you're not realizing that you don't live for yourself anymore. You're not living for you. So I just wanted to come to y'all with that this morning, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Much love, much support. Appreciate you, Omega. Appreciate it. Much love to y'all this morning, man. Y'all have a great day. This is DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, y'all, we got to heal before we build. We have to heal before we build. So we have to answer that question, who are we living for? Because with that question answered, then we can make progress. We can make some true progress. Not the progress everybody else want to see, but the true progress. To see some true change in the world. So I appreciate y'all this morning. Much love. Catch y'all on the next